changing, my God, for the better. All over the world, people are changing, changing for the better. To my people, we are saying, there's got to be a better.
Good morning, Facebook. Today is February 3rd, 2021. Welcome to the Minnesota Wake and Bake Crew Live.
Woo. Hey, good morning.
What up?
How's everybody today? We hope you're all good out there. Got a polar vortex coming our way. I hope everybody's got their shopping done and all their out-of-home traveling done so they can bunker down for the -0 degrees coming our way.
Mm-hmm. Cold. It's going to be chilly. If you're going out ice fishing, you better bring some bundles because you're going to want to stay warm.
Put your 4 or 5 layers on.
That's right.
Or your one good layer.
I got some pretty good snowmobile gear that keeps me pretty warm.
Yep.
Choco, good stuff. Have you ever checked into Choco snowmobile gear?
I've heard of it, yep.
Some good stuff.
It's a little bit heavy weighted for ice fishing, but it's good, yep.
Well, I'm sure they make it different now. My coat's a few years old. But yeah, once you're warm, it's hot. You don't get cooled off at all. It could be 40 below. You have to take your coat off or unzip it. Yeah, it's pretty
Looks
weird.
like we got Daryl Paulson out there. Daryl, we can't see your face nor hear you.
Stuff like that. But are we getting anywhere in progress with the laws? I think I missed out on some things that were in the news yesterday. It sounds like we're making a step forward for that, getting it legalized, or what are we doing, guys?
Well, at the state level, Ryan Winkler introduced HF 600, Jody, which is very similar to last year's bill that they introduced. That's in the state of Minnesota. It's 224 pages long. It covers everything almost. There's some pluses and some minuses to it. People are scouring through it right now, trying to see what changes should be recommended and stuff.
Well, another step.
Yep.
I know it was on the news, but I didn't catch it all.
And then there's lots of...
Go, y'all quiet. Jeez. Nobody's speaking, Ed. The hell's their problem?
Oh, it's just early in the morning. A lot of people are just went up, getting their coffee.
They don't want to talk over people.
You don't? Why?
Don't want to talk over people, he said, so that we can hear what everybody's saying.
Oh, I'm just asking Ed questions about the laws and stuff, and anybody else got a comment on what do they think, or are we getting closer or farther, or...
Well, Ms. Thompson's out there. She's got her hand up. Jennifer, do you have something to say this morning? You're muted.
Good morning, everybody. Yeah, I'm just awake and baking myself.
Oh, okay, cool.
Good morning. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How are things in North Minneapolis?
Yep. Sure am.
How are things there? Streets all plowed, ready for more snow?
Never.
Well, I've got I married Santa Claus, you know.
Yes.
And when there's anything over 2 inches of snow, he's behind the snow blower, taking care of the entire Vincent neighborhood. And then I'll see him. It's a joke, but I'll say, there he is, halfway to North Memorial Hospital, you know. He takes care of every fucking corner, salt things. He goes to the trailer that's got all the salt sand mixture, and he spread that on the corners, you know, where some we have vacant corners so no one tends them. And so he takes care of it. It's ridiculous. he's great.
That's what's up, though.
That's a nice guy. Hell yeah. Yeah. Isn't he Santa Claus, Ed? Thank you, Santa Claus. Yeah. For sure.
He's a very nice person there.
Yeah, I know. And another joke is that he'll come home with pocket stuffed with money. And I'm like, okay, honey, what else are you giving out there? He brought home 2 dozen homemade heart buns. You know, it's kind of worth it. He scores.
Nice.
Yeah.
So yeah, we've got stellar sidewalk on Vincent, and yeah. But I'm glad to hear about the carjackings have been finally halted. I mean, that's freaking scary, you know? And
well, you heard they put the bait car out, right?
Some of those, oh
Yep.
my gosh, there was so many, you know? One of my heart girlfriends had hers destroyed at the George Floyd riots. And the insurance is like, well, that's too bad. You know, she got her car destroyed. You know, it's just too bad. So,
What about the bait car, Corey?
They put a bait car up in the cities now, like the show bait car.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, they put one of them up in the cities. They caught like 330 people the first 2 nights they had it out there.
holy shit!
It looks like they
Yeah.
charged over 40 people.
Yeah, we have a lot of car thefts in Maplewood because we have the high-end Tesla. We have the Tesla dealership. We have a couple other high-end dealerships. So yeah, we did. Our police department actually got additional money, grants to put a bait car on the street. So I'm sure they'll be doing some filming as soon as they get that up and running.
Yeah,
Yep.
there was some sort of news about a lot of helicopters circling, and that was the reason. They were circling all these areas, targeting areas that were getting hit by all the carjacking.
Well, and the recent report that I seen, they said was a lot of tow trucks were getting stolen, from tow truck companies and repo companies, and then they were picking up the cars just to take the catalytic converters off and then dropping them back down.
I think the news.
Two tow truck companies got tagged with using their trucks and a stolen car ring.
Oh no!
So put it into
Yeah, they
the
want them catalytic
pan with the rest of the
converters.
potatoes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the tow trucks were getting stolen. That's what I heard too.
Yeah, there was like 2 of them, two different companies, and they picked up like 4 cars at one night, and they weren't even taking them anywhere. They'll pick them up, take off the converter, drop them like a block down the road or something.
Yep. And for a person that knows what they're doing, it's minutes, 4 minutes or something like that. I've heard that. Just craziness.
Yeah, that report was crazy. I seen that.
Well, if they're stealing all these catalytic converters, who's hooking up with them? Because you know what they want out of them, right?
Yeah, they want the
It's
copper,
platinum.
but
Platinum and copper, yeah.
whatever they want. Yeah.
They gotta hook up with
Meth?
some.
I mean, there's a black market for everything, though. I mean, come
Well,
on.
yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Right.
Each catalytic converter is worth anywhere from like $17 to $33. Some of your like 2000s and something, they're even more expensive.
And some of them have more than one catalytic converter on them.
Huh?
Some cars have more than one catalytic converter on them.
Yeah, the older
Correct.
ones have two, right?
Oh.
That's why they were using the helicopters, I think, because of the rapid response that they, can get. Because it only takes a few minutes for them to go ahead and lift a car up, soft with catalytic converters, drop it, and they're gone. That's why they, I think, incorporated the helicopters.
They had to do something. I would break their legs if they did that to my car. If I found out who did it.
That weird van that drove by yesterday.
All right.
Just drove by. So northern.
Yep, that's happening all over the world, or all over the country right now. The
I haven't
demand is
really
high.
heard about it around here though, in St. Cloud.
It's crazy to me because if you go on Facebook, there's so many posts from people talking about how, I buy catalytic converters for cash. Like, what? Like, why the fuck are so many people promoting this so that people run around and go steal them?
Because it's the new thing. It's like the returns from the stores, We don't do the returns from the stores anymore. So now we just go around and steal auto parts. It's a little easier. They don't have a system to track it as much. I mean, it's the new thing.
It's really not.
I spoke with
They've been
this
doing it for
kind
a
of
long
a
time.
whole huge change of subject if anybody's up for it. Okay?
Yep.
Sure.
Do you want to change the channel?
What do you got for us?
Let's hear it.
Give away a head cam thing on The Price is Right.
I think you muted yourself. Something, I can't hear you now. Yep. You muted yourself, Jennifer.
What do you got, Jennifer? Whatever you got, what's good? I know.
Step away.
I still got
Catch quiet.
Probably.
It's got everybody speechless, whatever it is.
Corey, did you catch any fish yesterday? I'm bringing them
Yes,
home.
I did. We did not get to bring any home because, like, Mille Lacs Lake is called a petting zoo for a reason, because everything you catch is not in the slot limit. You gotta just pet it and put it back.
Right.
So yeah, we caught 5 fish altogether, and we missed a lot of fish. But yeah, we did. I caught a nice fish and had to put it back because, of course, it's a petting zoo. Everything, your fish got to be 21 to 24 inches to be able to keep it, and everything we caught was under 21 or exactly 21 or above 24.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning, Camille.
Miss you. Damn.
This is a change of subject. Me.
What? Yes, you are a changer. How you doing?
Really good.
We were waiting for Jennifer to come back. She told us she wanted to change the subject too, but then she left.
It's all good. It's all good.
Yeah, I'm here again.
Everybody's got something else going on,
So what was it, Jennifer? Camille.
It's okay. We don't have to change any subjects. We can just move on.
Oh, she's back.
I'm good.
We can talk about
Yeah,
separate
where you
subjects.
Camille. Good to see you. Good morning.
I was in Vegas over the weekend, so
I know that you're still happy.
Okay. Yeah.
it was really fun.
Well,
So
I'm
kind of-
saying everybody's just traveling. You was in Vegas, I was in Chicago.
Yeah.
moving too. Like everybody's like, man, fuck this, I'm out.
Some people in St. Cloud, some people up in Duluth.
We all just left Minnesota this past weekend.
I just moved
Yeah,
there.
man, you was
Like, it was a good time.
I was in Omaha, Nebraska.
yeah.
Oh,
Glad you made it back safely.
You can't.
yep, I'm here. My kids are all at school, so I was kind of bored, and I'm like, well, I have one thing to do: jump on the wing bake.
Yeah, you don't even have to start a fire. You're indoors.
Oh, it's already going.
Oh,
I was inside trying to get my drink mix, coffee. So
All right, let's get back to Jennifer. What did you have?
yeah.
Oh, there's
Well,
Jen.
actually, what she just said about her children being back in school. So I was talking to Mari, the principal at North High, and she said the need for bottled water is huge because they can't use the water faucets. And
Okay, okay.
from home, whatever, but lots of kids don't have that privilege. So I'm just putting it out there that the schools are going to need bottled water at a big amount. Thank you for that.
Is that part of the guide,
yeah.
the state
Let us
guideline?
know and we'll pass that information on.
Well, you know
Jen.
what it is the helplessness that I feel as the neighborhood grandma. What can I do? What can I do to help? What can I, there has to be just a little bit of something that I can do, right? And for sure, this is it. So now I've just spread the news.
Never thought
There
about
you go.
Yep.
You can bring your own bottle and fill it up, can't you? That's what
For
we did.
sure,
That's
sure. But some families can't do that,
So is that part of the school opening guidelines that all schools across the state have to not use their drinking fountain? So all schools that open up will need bottled water, Jen? Do you know?
I think so. I don't know it for
Either
sure.
bottled water or they have to bring
But
their own
water
container.
Right. And that's what we've done. We've brought our own bottle, since kindergarten. It was like a thing they just tell you to do.
But anyway, what's a couple bucks for, 24 bottles of water,
Go to Walmart, you
Classroom.
get, 3-4 cases for $10.
Right.
That's enough for a classroom or two.
Right.
That or get, go to the dollar store and you can grab a bunch of water bottles for
Exactly.
$1 each and donate those
And then
to
the kids
school. That's-
can put them, personalize them, make them their own. That'd be really nice.
Real quick, easy, needed donation.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah.
Rather donate reusable bottles that they can go ahead and fill up at home and bring back to school.
yep,
For real.
yep. That's what I'm saying, like dollar store or,
Mhm.
just go grab a whole bunch of those. Even if they're little or, the little ones, that's still something.
Right, and they go through them so quick anyway. A few of them throughout the year that it'd be easier to just do the reusable.
Don't they ask for a reusable bottle anyhow?
When I asked, what the difference, and she said bottled water. So.
Well, less germs. You get done with it and throw it away.
Yep. I'm thinking more recycling, more garbage.
And the school doesn't like. They do a lot of recycling anyway. So
I know, but it's gonna make a huge difference, But that's where buying something that they can make it their own personal one. That's, how darn many we all have at our own homes,
Right.
Well, and then if you make a one that they can color on or design one, then they'll hold on to it for a while.
Right.
And it becomes,
Say, Nick, if you turn it on. Sorry if you can hear them.
You were supposed to brush your teeth. Did you do that yet? Huh? Brush your teeth this morning. Oh, you did.
This is parenting 101, folks. How do you get your kids to do what you want? Parenting 101.
Kids. This one won't go back to school. He's 15 and he thinks he can tell me what to do. So he's telling me he can quit school in a couple months.
Oh,
He'll be
yeah?
16. He don't want to go to school. He just don't want to go.
Well, I'm sure that's a common theme that runs through kids' lives every time they get to that age of 16 and they think they can be emancipated and they're like, oh, I'm going to be an adult. It's like, you ain't even 18 yet, a pre-adult.
And it doesn't work like that.
Good point.
I bet you he also wants to go. He wants to live on his own, and he does not want to have a job.
Oh no, he wants a job.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh no, he wants a job. He wants a home. He wants to buy fishing and hunting stuff. He's got it all mapped out.
Other than the actual paycheck coming in, Jody?
How much did you spend on your 2 fishing poles? $140 for 2 fishing rods for ice fishing.
Oh, I got a
That's how
couple of
much
cheap
my
ones.
one pole cost.
A couple of cheap ones, Corey.
Yeah.
Saving for the summer one.
My
With Grandpa, so I'm sure he could buy one.
my wife's fishing pole. Her custom rod is about $250.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh, you
mine.
this one day, didn't you?
Yeah, hers is the purple and
Yeah.
it's a custom rod. Yeah, it's super sweet. And then mine's a green, lime green.
Yeah, those are cool.
Yep, we got a lot of money in fishing poles. I got like fucking $500 in my fishing box. More than that. $700 in my fishing pole box.
Well, those 2 are the ones that he's actually bought all on his own. So
That's cool. I had, ours made.
yep. And they'll be having a tiling job coming up here shortly, so they'll be making quite a bit of money off that. So we'll see what he does with that. Save it, hopefully.
So is there any exciting news or anything you want to tell me before I'm going to jump off here in about 20 minutes to get ready for another meeting that I have to sit on for the next 2 hours, 3 hours.
Well, how did your disability meeting go yesterday?
Well, the meeting with Senator Franson went well. She was excited to cover our legislation and carry our bill. It should be introduced in Abler's committee in the next few days, I would assume. She wants to see if we can grab some COVID money, so that'll be interesting to see if we can do that. We'll see what happens. I'll let you stay tuned. I'll let you know as it progresses.
So all we can do, right, Daryl, is like hope for the best and talk to our legislatures. Everybody should be calling their state representatives in Minnesota here, getting them on board with HF 600.
Yep, and I know Senator Franson on the Senate side was really excited about what was happening in the House, and she has already been publicly speaking that she's for it. So I mean, I believe she'll be a co-author of the marijuana bill. She's a co-author in the Senate. Nikki was in my ear in the background saying, yep, she's a co-author of the bill. So on the Senate side, she'll be a co-author.
Great. Any news on when that'll be introduced in the Senate side, Daryl? Because I've been keeping an eye on it. I haven't seen the companion bill yet.
Yeah, I have too, and I didn't see nothing come over yet. The Senate doesn't move until it meets the House deadlines. So if it hadn't had a hearing in its first deadline, then no action's going to be taken in the Senate side until then. So,
Okay,
so it's imperative to watch that first committee deadline and make sure all the things that you care about meet their first committee deadline, which is, I believe the first committee deadline is already April, what is it, April 1st already, or April 9th?
Something like that, within the first week or so.
And then everything starts to move fairly quickly after that.
Yeah, I've been watching. I haven't seen it put on the agenda for the committee yet.
I might even be mistaken. The first committee deadline might even be in March, actually. I'm thinking that because they move those first committees really quick, and then those are the bills that move through the rest of our legislature. I know our committee deadlines, they were just when the marijuana the other day, so those you should find really easily.
Yes.
Other than that, what else do you guys want? What else do you guys want me to look up or work towards for going forward for next week?
Anybody know? Not at this moment that I can think of, I guess.
Take it day by day.
Well, I take it by day, and that's why I'm here by day. But I mean, I want to build. We're building a team. We're building a platform. We're building a friendship, and friendships only work if we all lean on each other and commit and try to commit each other to doing things. Because if we commit each other, then sometimes that drive in ourselves will kind of re-spark and say, oh, I just committed this guy to doing something, so I better get off my couch and do something too, So, and I notice when people commit me to do things, I'm a little bit more eager to do it at times. So,
well, Daryl, have you been in touch with what's his name, Simon Brown of the Commerce and Finance Policy
I've not
committee?
been in touch with Simon. Have you been in touch with Simon?
I have not yet. But he's the legislative assistant in the committee for Commerce, Finance, and Policy, and that's where HF 600 has been, sent to.
Okay.
And so, I would think that Simon would be the one that would know where it sits on the calendar, the proposed calendar, maybe.
Right. Here's what I'll do. I won't reach out to Simon, but I will reach out to Ryan's LA, and his LA. They already have the map as to where they think the bill's going to land.
That's what I was wondering about. Yeah.
Yeah, and they'll tell me what the scoop is, and then it will be for us to all agree to either write our letters individually, or we can do a group letter, and we can make sure that every House member gets it, even if they're not in the committee or not. And I mean, that's what really makes change in the state, is when everybody is talking about the same thing. So,
absolutely.
That's my opinion on that. That's how we were to get the emergency pay or the hazard pay for the home care workers. We knew that the House would give it to us, so we started emailing the Senate a few hours beforehand, and before the Senate was even able to talk about it, they had their mailboxes full of letters saying, please do this, and then they were like, okay, we'll do it. You guys get your 8.5%. We're like, yes.
I hear you. Well, you know, the Commerce, Finance, and Policy Committee is chaired by Zach Stevenson out of 36A.
Okay. He's a new legislator, I assume, right?
Is he given a committee chair position?
Yeah, because that's the thing. If you're in the House, they're in the leadership. So
Yeah.
leadership. So and because there's a lot of new House members, some around the new House members will get leadership positions. Not generally because of seniority, but because we have a lot of new House members, they do kind of get that.
That makes sense, I guess.
But you're right. I'll reach out to them. I will bring back something as soon as I hear something.
We just wanted to get scheduled in the committee so that they can hold the hearings on it. I mean, we want this bill to go ahead and not fall through the cracks, people. So if you happen to be in a district where one of your members is on that particular committee, please reach out to them. And, you know, we really want this to pass bipartisan. That means we need some Republican support here, folks, because we need the Senate. We need the Minnesota Senate to get on board. Corey, how many pounds of fish did you bring home?
I'm gonna write anything down that I have a thought on today, so I can run it by everyone tomorrow.
Okay.
What's up, Minnesota Melissa? She's watching. How goes it?
Hey, Minnesota Melissa. I talk to her all the time on Facebook.
She's a great person. I haven't had the privilege of meeting her yet, but I'd like to. I want to meet everyone though.
All I know is she's got grandbabies over by my area. So next time she's over by my area, don't just hang out with Greg. He's a good guy, but I'm a good guy too.
Hey, didn't Greg come on here again?
Not yet.
I haven't seen him this morning yet. You know.
Yeah, his mornings are a little tough for him at times. So.
At times, yes, sir.
I understand that, definitely. Definitely. Where did everybody else go that was on our show? Did they just up and leave?
Well, there's 9 of us here right now, so we're on this show.
I'm trying to put more together.
I don't know what you're talking, Jody. Like, this is all voluntary, so people come when they can come, and people, you know, are doing what they can do. And
Jody, if you're talking about some other folks that were on,
right,
or that were on our show earlier, those folks have decided that they are concentrating their efforts on
I'm still here.
Of normal, and then there's Camille's here, and Rose is here. I mean, all of our everybody's here that needs to be here, including you.
But see, Daryl, you didn't understand is okay. So one day everyone was here.
Hold on. This is something. Wait, pause, Jody. This is something that needs to be discussed, not on live.
Oh, every time. Why do we keep talking about it?
Well, see, because everything happened and I had all these seizures, so I'm in the mood.
It's all right, Jody.
We'll do it. Yeah. Not on the live though.
We're all friends, you know.
right, we're all friends, and we're here, and we're doing the Wake and Bake
Let's
show.
drop it so we can maintain that, please.
Yeah,
Right.
and Jody, all I care about is the facts. And that's all I'm going to tell you anyway. I mean,
Y'all, it's a beautiful day. It's sunny and 31.
Everybody can come and go as they need to come.
No, no.
I mean, everybody's welcome. Come back and forth, and we do it all the time. So, they'll come back. They'll come back when they're able to.
Yeah, I think Dave's still fishing. Corey was fishing. Greg don't feel good this morning. You know, I mean, we have, you know, some of us have, you know, other things that we have to do, doctor's appointments, children to take care of, animals to take care of, vehicles breaking down, cops pulling us over for no goddamn good reason and taking our stuff. I mean, you know, we got lives.
Today.
You know, I could drive if I wanted to.
I got weed to smoke. That's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
I gotta be in the government.
What's that? It's a bake break? Alright, let's get it, because I'm ready to take a fucking nap. Bake break? Yeah.
Mandy, it's time for a bake break.
Andy, a bake break.
Yeah. Oh, there you are.
Bake break, bake break.
Stay on here, damn it. Andy, you're driving, I know. Anita, hi. Rose, Carol,
I'm diving.
ready?
I'm diving.
Do we want to do music? I got a release form that I can share with you at some point. And we got I got a couple music people waiting in the wings.
Yes,
they
Daryl.
played the Tea Party years ago. They got a couple there. Different things going on.
Yes, Daryl. Forward that stuff to me, and then we'll get it on.
All right.
I definitely don't want to miss out on the bake break.
That's what we're in the middle of.
Well, we can do an extra one for you.
Let's do another one.
Nothing wrong with the double bake break, man.
We can extend that motherfucker twice as long.
Yeah, I like multiple bake breaks.
I like to stay medicated.
Now that I'm back to feeling, getting there. Feeling,
And we're happy you're feeling better, Jody.
Yeah, you look good. You look alert. And,
it takes a while to get back to them. Oh. Yeah. I gotta ask everybody, what happened? What did I do?
you didn't do nothing. I actually did it all.
Not you. I'm talking about my family. I'm talking about my family.
It'll come out in the wash in about a year from now that I was the evil one.
I'm talking about myself. I'm talking about myself at home with my family and.
Oh, come on,
You don't even know the things I've done having seizures.
I hear you.
I was eating a plant one time and I had to throw it out. Okay? So you do stupid things that you don't even know you're doing.
Right.
As I mean, bouncing off walls and you got a staircase going down right there.
That sucks.
Okay, let go.
Yeah, you do crazy shit having seizures. You would never. It's weird. Don't just sit there and flop. I get up and do stupid shit. Hopefully, I can get the stuff that can sweat my nose, so don't take them 2 hours to get the pill they give me to stop it. They give me diazepam.
That stops right away, or does it? It's a little bit.
Well, if you spray it up, you know, like people have when they're ODing and they give them some stuff. Well, this
like
the same way.
Narcan.
So it's administered like Narcan.
A pill would take. It takes them like 2 hours to even get me to take it because I fight with.
Yeah. So yeah, that's hard. That's hard.
Well, it's frustrating for these guys.
Yeah.
Wake up, your mouth's all chewed up inside. It's like, ow. I've got some marks where it's all been all outside.
Hey guys, I see that guy over there. I forget his name. I like the beard.
Alex.
Alex.
Alex, how you doing?
Alex.
Name's right there.
My names don't show up unless the square gets highlighted.
I'm going to change my background. I'll be right back.
Alex, we're not twinning anymore, dude. Look at.
Yeah, well, look at mine. I kind of got the gray going on. My daughter says she won't kiss me until I actually shave my whole face. So I have to get kisses from my daughter probably for a few months now. But
Really?
Hey,
I still the hugs every now and then.
every now and then.
You put the Christmas behind you. Wreath. Big girl. What's with the Christmas wreath?
Camille, they want to know about the Christmas wreath.
What the hell's it? Oh, you changing pictures or what?
It's always Christmas at your house.
Yeah. It's the weed one.
Oh, it's the weed one?
I don't know. Lego made some palm leaves and they look kind of like.
Yeah, I see it now. Yep, I can see it.
Ah, okay.
Well, I think it can be, kind of a bigger package.
I'm trying to find a good picture for background, so excuse me for a minute while I play with that.
Okay.
Let's touch you the better.
So how's everybody doing? What's everybody got planned? Anybody? Don't
No.
we met?
I think this is Zippy. I think it's Zippy.
I'll be getting stoned soon.
Okay, this is a Caterpillar Alice in Wonderland at the hotel that we were staying at.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
So
Hey, can you,
that's my orange juice.
what were you saying?
There.
What hotel were you at again?
The Cosmopolitan.
Can you,
Oh, yeah, the
can you
Cosmo.
guys let Kenita speak for a second?
Yeah, we walked through there.
No, Corey, I was just saying it's laundry day.
Oh, okay, right on.
I got more.
You
Oh,
did.
yeah.
You guys did, but we did.
That's why you got asked that.
This makes me feel like I can go sit back down at the chair or something like, hey guys, I'll be right back.
Yeah, you're inside. You're inside it now.
They knew where they
Tripping me out.
I love it. Say you're smoking Alice in Wonderland.
I gotta go pick up my lunch, so I'm gonna go drive, but I'll keep it on here, you guys. Gotta stay attentive to my driving.
And I wouldn't have been scared.
Asking the cops, are you sure there's another bus coming? Yeah, I think so. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
You know,
Yep.
There is more national news I could share with us. Representative
What you got,
Promoter out
Ed?
of Colorado definitely is looking at adding the marijuana banking in the next COVID package. I have a small video clip I'll share with us. Let's see, share screen. Here we are.
Well, I think it can be, kind of a standalone or part of a bigger package, a broader reform package. So really need to get the federal laws lined up with the state laws. And as you and I have talked about, federal laws under the Controlled Substance Act say anything with THC more or less is illegal for all purposes. So whether it's medicinal or recreational or cannabis oil, whatever it is, we've got to align the laws because banking laws are generally under the federal umbrella, and the banking laws, it's difficult for some cannabis companies and cannabis-related businesses to have legitimate banking relationships. So we want to get that part straightened out, and then there has to be some criminal justice reform attached to that as well, because so many people over the years have been subject to different kinds of violations and crimes that have really, caused difficult records for these folks. We need to clean up a lot of this. And so I understand where the majority leader Schumer is coming from. We passed the MORE Act in the House we also passed the Safe Banking Act, which is narrower and really focuses on the banking relationships. But my guess is we're going to get some broader legislation.
Two quick questions then, just to follow up before we let you go. Do you see the Safe Banking Act going through with the effort here that we're expecting on this next stimulus bill as you see it? And then two, I guess, in terms of where it could go after that, how quickly do you think they might actually get to something that looks like the MORE Act?
So your first question, do I plan to ask that the Safe Banking Act be part of the overall COVID reconciliation bill? Yes, I plan on asking that. Whether it gets in there or not, we'll see how that works. I plan on passing it as a standalone bill. And, the Senate may take up a broader version, and we'll deal with that if they could ever move something out of the Senate, which is where the roadblock has been. Because we passed the broader bill, the MORE Act, and we passed the Safe Banking Act, and the Senate sat on it. So the Senate's got to get busy and work on this subject.
Well, very different this time around with Democratic control. We'll see what happens there.
Well, there you have it. Again, it sounds like the Senate, the Republican control, of course, blocked our moves at the federal level as well as at the state level.
I will say when the MORE Act was on the floor and they were debating it, what was it, last month, I think? I did sign on the letter.
Well, I think,
and I think a lot of us did here, and if we had, I think the letter still stands. You can find it through the FTP. The Marijuana Policy Project, or I believe Normal probably has their own version, but just look under the MORE Act and sign on to it. Urge your legislators to support it.
Absolutely. I mean, the governor is urging our legislatures to do it. I mean, why? If our governor's willing to sign it, let's get the bill on his damn desk.
Yep.
I'll go ahead. I'll play that clip from our governor.
Governor, can I ask you about a revenue source? There was a press conference today. A Democrat for sports betting. The estimates are this could bring in $50 million a year. Gaming is up nationwide. Do you have any interest in sports betting as a revenue source?
I will keep to my commitment on this. I'm open to hearing about it. I would ask us again, because of the nature of this, I would still like the legislators to take a look at recreational cannabis because of not just the revenue sources that are there that dwarf betting, but because of the equity issue and to be quite honestly, the racial impact of our cannabis laws. But I will say this, I will certainly leave open that policy. Our neighboring states have done both of those things. Obviously recognize that that's not 100% slam dunk for people, and they realize that there's cost associated with both. But yeah, my message would be is I don't think this is the time for me to say I'm shutting the door on anything. So I'll
Governor,
very much against it. Pardon me? Depends how it's structured. If they are part of that, they have come out as a proposal where the tribes are not part of it, just like our gambling in Minnesota exists now. They would certainly have to be part of that conversation to get that done.
Governor, with regard to the Stadium Reserve Fund, this is essentially the state reneging on an agreement that it had with the Vikings. And you're going to see
want to take that, Jim. I'm not sure I'd describe it that way, Dave.
Well, the purpose of the fund was to pay down the cost of the stadium, right? Not to supplement the rest of the budget. And you're gonna, I'm assuming, get pushback from a level of bipartisanship in both chambers, certainly the Senate and the Vikings themselves. I was wondering if you could give your best case for justifying that.
And I think I'll let Jim get into the specifics of it. I think it's the size of it. Nobody's saying that it shouldn't be. It was never intended that there would be 2.5 times the yearly operating expense would be in the stadium reserve. It does make sense prudently. That's what the initial agreement was. And so, Jim, you want?
Well, it looks like they're done talking about the pot back then.
I think the governor hit all the key points. Yeah, the reserve is there.
So they're saying this is not the time. Is that what I heard them say?
They're talking about of course, there's always Republican pushback. They always want to delay it. The Senate Gazelka, the Senate majority.
Like a douchebag.
Yeah, I mean, he says, "Oh, we need to slow down. We need to study this." What? That's all we've been doing for decades. But that's their same old story. Reefer madness. Oh, we don't know nothing about it. Oh, these other states that have legalized now, we're just learning about new problems. BS. Oh wait, what? Bullshit.
We gotta find this douchebag's house, and we all gotta go and smoke a whole bunch of pot in front of his house, and maybe plant some weed seeds in his yard. So throughout the year, he keeps getting pot plants. And
yes, you're home. Well, I looked across a few minutes ago, and it was like, dang, her garage door is still open. So I don't know, just like got home and I didn't notice you pull in or what? Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. Over there. We're only 1 to 3 here, but it's the blizzard conditions that suck. Okay. Okay. No, we eat meat. Yeah. I mean, we eat a lot of vegetables, but we eat meat too. Just had a nice ham and eggs breakfast. Nah, we're pretty, no allergies over here of food kinds of any. So. Okay, I'll just sit and chill. Have a glass of wine or 3. Okay. Well, hey, I am in the middle of a meeting, but I did want to. I'm glad that you called. Again, yeah, I looked over and it just seemed like an odd time for the door to be opened up. So. All right. Yeah, no problem. I'm glad that you're all good and safe travels, and we'll keep an eye on things. All right, bye-bye. Alexis, because her garage door was open and I didn't see her pull in or pull out, so it freaked me out. But she just got home and I missed her pulling in.
Today, come on, what about the strain of the day? Come on, Corey, you got a strain for us.
You're muted, Corey. Come on, you're on
What's
mute.
funny about that, Daryl, is I was literally just about. Thanks for calling me out. I was just about to do it on my phone.
Okay, we can start formatting. This. Wake up, say hi, and. Whatever.
This is kind of our format. We're a loose group of formats.
But we need to tell people about these strains are good for them, and this is one that's, man, you know, let's teach people more. Medically, recreationally, whichever.
So are you gonna do the medical? Are you gonna do the medical side first, Joey?
Why? Because I have seizures?
No, because you seem to be interested in medical, and you seem to like to talk about medical issues. So I mean that's good.
Well, don't you have them?
I have not. I've not had seizures. I'm fortunate. I have a lot of spasticity, but I do know some folks that have cerebral palsy who have had seizures. I know some folks with epilepsy that they have similar issues. I don't like to talk about people's medical conditions or issues unless they want me to.
We're stating medically it helps people. You're gonna say you, me, whatever specifically.
Oh my God. Right.
Oh yeah, that's true. It helps people's anxiety to calm down. I mean,
I've always known it helps medically. I mean, when I was 12 years old, I had trouble with constipation because I sat in a wheelchair all the time. And my mom let me have my first couple tokes of a joint when I was about 12. And I was able to poop right away. It was amazing. So on and off, I knew if I had trouble going to the bathroom, I would just smoke a joint and I would loosen right up. But then I stopped smoking and I didn't smoke again until I was about 17. But then I never stopped after that.
it did help you.
Yeah.
But there's people with arthritis and so forth where that helps their pain, and no, not specifically you and I, just people out there. How it helps them, and people don't realize how it helps them.
I think most people use it and they don't understand that they're using it as medicine, even though they think they're using it recreational. They're using it both ways.
Well, okay, a person with anxiety, if they drink a beer, they're gonna get more. If a person sits down and smokes a joint, it's gonna relieve their anxiety, and they're gonna sit there and be relieved. The beer's just gonna amp them up, if you ask me. Or alcohol, I shouldn't specifically say a beer, but there's a little side there. A lot of people don't think of it. You're muted.
I was smoking, sorry. But yeah, I agree with what you were saying. I mean, and I hope most of the other folks that are on do too, but they took their videos off because they didn't want us to see them coughing and all that weird stuff. So. But you're on. We're on. Thank you for your insight, and thank you for listening to me as well. There's Camilla. She's so amped up from being out there that it's still gonna take you. It's still gonna take you a few weeks to realize that you came back to the cold.
He's driving.
Oh, you're driving now.
Better slap me.
I think my wife's trying to tell me I'm a slow smoker.
What was it? What's the Magic Dragon? You never seen What's the Magic Dragon? It's the movies. Even when I was a kid, I knew my next to it's pretty tricky.
Keep your letter, Daryl. I got one.
What's up, Ed?
Oh, not a whole lot. My neighbor was checking in. Oh, I'm muted. I'm muted. No, now I'm unmuted.
That's all right.
Oh, I had a little breakfast, and then my neighbor and I were chatting there for a couple of minutes, just doing the neighborhood watch thing and talking the incoming weather.
Yeah.
We're on the edge. We could get nailed really hard, or we could get passed up by it.
Well, I hope we get passed up by it, but it's gonna, from what I understand, it's gonna get cold. It's gonna get cold.
Yeah, it's gonna get cold everywhere. That polar vortex is
I
coming.
don't think snow is hitting us, what the cold is. Ice making weather.
Did Corey disappear? Did he do a strain? Did I miss it?
No, he was getting ready to look it up, I thought, and then
Yeah, you caught him off guard. He says, "Oh, I was just doing that, but where is it?"
Yeah, and then Jody and I got talking.
Because we have to learn not to talk over each other is what the problem is.
We'll figure that out. You know, if it gets too bad, we can mute ourselves.
Did Corey say he'd be back? Oh,
Yeah,
there he
I'll
is.
be back. I gotta find a picture.
Did you find a nice picture for us, Corey?
That's what I'm working on.
He'll be back. And don't make it the big fish story either. I want to see something beautiful.
It's the one that got away, Daryl. Is anybody on Facebook? Well, how are we doing out there? We got Leisha and Melissa out there, Facebook. How y'all doing? Hey, Jared's out there. And hope you're all doing good, having a great day.
Yeah, for sure.
I miss watching all the Facebook feed. I should go back and forth like I did before, but we'll get it back together. I love watching Facebook. I love hanging out with Minnesota Melissa. She's always liking my stuff and loving my stuff, and our Facebook feeds are good. So
Yeah. Don't forget.
Corey's getting ready. I hear him. He's almost got it. He had to dig it out of his pocket.
That's nice. Everybody's. What are you doing, girl?
Hey, I just
She's going coffee or something, some lunch.
I just picked up lunch for me and my husband, so that's what I'm gonna go do is eat lunch with my husband.
What are you guys eating?
Oh, we got Smokies from East Buckle.
Oh,
it's a barbecue joint and it's fun.
I love barbecue.
I do too.
Yep, it's awesome. Love it. So I'm gonna go back muted.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna wait for Corey to do his train, and then I'm jumping off here because I gotta jump into another meeting here.
Oh yeah.
That was mine?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna put the sock. The ankle socks was yours. You're talking about. I don't know how. Any more bags out there?
Well, there's not much going on news-wise for marijuana. It doesn't look like in our state right at the moment. On the federal level, things are moving, but also complicated right now because there's so many other higher priorities, as people know. And here in Minnesota, we are going to have some cold weather over the weekend, and the southeast portion of the state is going to definitely get some snow. How bad it is and how far west it comes, we'll find out. What's it look like for Maplewood, Daryl? What's the forecast for you guys? 6 to 8?
Maplewood, they said it's sunny right now. I mean, I live down in the basement, so, but my window, I have windows, and it's all shining.
Today, contains the lots of clouds. With a high of 32 degrees and a low of 27 degrees.
High of 32 and low of 27.
Damn, it's going to get all the way up to freezing.
Yeah. Well, we're excited.
That's a heat wave.
I'm excited. This has been the warmest it's been in February in a long time. So as long as it stays this way, then I'll be able to get out and I'll be able to love everybody, and everybody will get their Valentine's Day cards on time.
It's in the 60s in Colorado. Going to my son's house.
Yeah.
T-shirt weather there.
Yeah. Damn.
Here's
Corey,
Corey.
Oh, that was a pain in my ass. Okay.
Did you have to
I didn't have.
Did you have to go get something out of your pocket or what?
Yeah. No, I had to delete pictures off my phone to be able to put another picture on there.
Oh.
Yeah. I got too many strains on there already. I could have went to an old one.
You could have showed us an old one, and some of us probably wouldn't have known the difference.
Well, this one is an old one, but it's a new one. So this one is actually labeled the strain of 2020. It's 26 to 30% THC. It's an indica dominant of 70-30. It's a cross between Skittles with a Z, and Gelato. Its common effects are happy, euphoric, relaxing, and uplifting. Common uses are PTSD, stress, depression, anxiety, and pain. And it is loved most for its fruity flavor. Yeah, and that's what I got for you guys. Really, I wasn't prepared for it. I was not. I got some of that right now. That stuff's good. I had it when we went out to Colorado. I got it, and it was really good. It smelled really good.
You got some of that right now, you said?
Yeah.
Yeah. What does the trichomes look like on that, man? I've been watching Weed Etiquette and and actually I've been watching 2 Chainz. You know, and he's been.
You can see the trichomes a little bit on there.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It was like a fruity lemon berry.
Looks nice.
I don't even remember. I didn't even write it down. It had a bunch of flavors. The one that threw me off was chemical, and I didn't want that. Yeah, I was like, what the hell?
But everybody needs a little chemical on weed, you know.
Right.
Keeps you alive, right?
Gotta have that pizzazz, you know, that little zing.
Kind of like the salt, you know. I never heard nothing.
Oh yeah, the salt.
Huh?
The salt in your weed. Yep. Nikki was smoking that. She was happy with it.
Oh.
She was doing a good time. Like, even last night when I was going to bed, I was like, you know, that doesn't smell half bad. But I know she went right to sleep. So whatever the mixture was, it put her right to bed.
Well, thanks, Corey, for sharing. I think we're going to go ahead and take up out of here. And we'll see you all later on. Please enjoy the rest of your beautiful Wednesday. It is Wednesday, right? February 3rd, 2021, all day long.
Yep.
Peace out, y'all.
Peace.
Have a good one.
One God we must be counted to the united and one. In this land we are discounted. God doing all division amongst men now. So many have been replaced with the power money brings pain. No. There's no reason to be anxious. Got to stand up and rise again now. All over the world, people are changing. Changing, my God, for the better. All over the world, people are changing.